you imagine flight through the eyes of a seagull, every move you make is felt by your body, and you're actually one with the wind. That's what I dream of doing, is becoming one with the wind, being able to blend with the wind.
For the last 5 years, Tom Magruder has struggled as an inventor, athlete, and entrepreneur. He started from scratch and with no formal training in aerodynamics or engineering. Tom created the wind weapon. Tom and his brother Jim moved their business to the Gorge, where they have worked to refine their craft. With an endless supply of fuel at hand, Tom and Jim have reached for the sky with the wind weapon and made a dream of wind-powered flight a reality.
The wind weapon has given me the opportunity to actually develop the sport as I was learning to do it. So it was pretty much the ultimate physical challenge I could ask for. It's given me a chance to follow a dream, to do something that no one's ever done before, to prove that an impossible dream is possible.
Although he has earned his wings as the chief test pilot of the wind weapon, Tom remains humbled by the flight of a seabird.
I seek a form of true flight, and I think a seagull or a seabird best represents true flight. And if you watch a seagull come down and land on the water and then flap his wings to get back up into the air again, we've come real close to producing that in a human form. Well, the greatest achievement I think that we've accomplished with the wind weapon is that we've learned to actually soar on wind power alone. Everything that man has learned to fly in or with tends to separate him from the natural elements. And because of that, you don't really get the feel of flying. I had been involved in the sport of windsurfing for several years, and when I was up in school in the mountains of North Carolina, I got interested in hang gliding. And as I took up the sport of hang gliding, the fellow I was learning from, Robert Grohl, also took up the sport of windsurfing, so basically we swapped sports. The windsurfer is a very high energy, adrenaline flowing sport. You're zipping across the water and you're very close to the medium that you're riding in, and even when you're not going that fast, it just feels really fast, much faster than any other form of sailing that I've ever done. After I got to a point where I could go fast across the water, I learned how to jump the waves and get up into the air. And I really loved the feeling of getting free of that water for a while, but I didn't like coming back down so quick. And that really gave me an urge to try to extend my air time and stay longer in the air. As you launch in a hang glider, as you're running off the mountain, everything's very fast and exciting, and there's a lot of adrenaline right at first. But then in a hang glider, as you get up into the air and you get away from land, you lose your ground reference, and everything slows down, and it's a real mellow, peaceful sport. And you can get a lot of excitement as you learn how to ride in thermal air currents and use the ridge lift to stay up longer. But for the most part, the exciting part of hang gliding to me was close to the ground, where it was most dangerous during launching and landing. That really scared me away from hang gliding. I wanted to be able to experience the fun and yet not have to worry about paying for it with my life. So as we both got together and each learned the opposite sports, we realized that the aerodynamics were pretty much the same. And with Robert's swing knowledge and my sailing knowledge, we had everything we needed to make a windsurfer that would fly. But with the wind weapon, anyone can experience the freedom of flying without having to worry about the fear of dying. And that makes it very attractive, you know. The water is such a forgiving, wonderful thing. You can crash in it all day long and come home with a bruise or two and go out the next day and do it again. True flight is definitely possible by man. I don't think that God puts dreams into people's minds that aren't possibly able to be fulfilled. The wind weapon will bring flight down closer to the surface, within the grasp of the average person, where they can go out in their favorite body of water and get up in the air and feel what it's like to be free.